Hello and welcome. This is DSLBD's weekly Lunch and Learn series. Every week at noon, the Department of Small and Wednesdays at noon, the Department of Small and Local Business Development hosts a lunch and learn on different topics for DC entrepreneurs. We are incredibly excited today to have TaKeyia Dickens from the National Cherry Blossom Festival here to talk about some opportunities for DC businesses. And so I'm going to turn things right over to TaKeyia.
Awesome, awesome. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, great. So thank you so much for having me. I am so excited about this year's festival. I am going to go just a little quickly into the presentation because there's a lot of information and I want to be able to answer any of you guys' questions that you may have towards the end, okay? So the festival, let's just jump right in. The festival will start March 20th. That's when it kicks off, which is a Sunday, which is amazing. And then it will end on April 17th. There we go. So just to kind of go over a few key objectives of what this year's festival is about. So we are back and in person, safely in person. So I'm super excited about that. We will be bringing back some of our traditional events, but we also going to bring back some new and fresh and exciting events for our attendees as well. So I just want you to know that we will be bringing back some of our events, and I'll get into that in the next slide. And we're also going to provide audiences with different options on how to engage with us. I do understand that, and we do understand that a lot of people may not want to do big, large gatherings, and we understand. So we are going to be able to have events and engagement on different levels to basically accommodate our audience on each level, right? We're also want to build the momentum in the community with our community programming. I am the new community partnerships coordinator at the festival. So I just started in September. So I'm super excited to get to do events engaging the community and increasing the engagement between the festival and the community in any form or fashion, from businesses to residents. I've been in the area, I'm born and raised in DC, and I've been to several cherry blossom festivals. So my goal to connect the community is something that I'm super passionate about. So I'm super excited about that objective. And also, no matter what, our number one thing is to make sure that our staff, attendees, sponsors, and other festival stakeholders are safe. We are making sure we stay closely to the CDC guidelines. So throughout the festival, we will be making sure we implement those policies throughout the festival. Now, the moment you all have been waiting for, the key events. So we will be kicking off, we're getting things warmed up. We're not going to do the pink tie party, but we're going to do a pink tie dinner party this year. That will be on March 18th. And that's going to be a seated dinner. It won't be 850 plus people. We're going to cut that in half to about 400 people, right? So that will be happening March 18th. The who's who of the DMV area, just to bring people out and get people warmed up about the festival. The opening ceremony will kick off March 20th. The Blossom Kite Festival, which everyone loves, which will be on the mall, and we'll have different satellite parks as well on that day and the following day, but that will happen on March 26th. The parade, the famous parade, will happen on April 9th. And the Petalpalooza, which to close us out with some fireworks, will happen on April 16th. Now, those are our major events that we are producing. Of course, we will have other events throughout the festival times, and all those things will be on our website. So we do have these are ways where businesses can be involved. We have some returning programs, and we have a new program that I'm going to explain to you guys. So, of course, returning, we have City in Bloom, Cherry Picks, Pedal Porches, and the hotel program. The new program we have is Cherry Night, and I'm going to explain what Cherry Night is. because that is something super exciting for me, because that is something that I brought to the team this year. So I'm excited about that. So let's get into City in Bloom. I love City in Bloom. City in Bloom is a visual campaign that gives businesses, organizations, and individual people an opportunity to bring in the springtime festival fun into your neighborhood. Listen, everyone can't get to the Tidal Basin, and that's fine. So we want to bring the Tidal Basin into your neighborhoods. The way we do that, into your businesses, the way we do that is creating fun of visual things that people can see. As you see, Noma did this, I believe this was last year, where they did a lighting that was posted up on one of the construction buildings. That is amazing. So, and you don't have to go all that, do that big thing. However, we're going to show you different ways of how businesses, no matter if you are big or large or whatever, you can still participate in the National Cherry Blossom Festival. So before I tell you the different things that you can do, a lot of you may be asking, okay, what's the cost of this? Now, the cost for different businesses, it is your responsibility for creating this springtime experience. Let me tell you about decorating your storefront. It is crucial and it's important, and I'm gonna tell you why. As a consumer, when you walk down and you see someone's storefront, you want to stop and see stop and actually go in that store to see what they all about, just because of their storefront. Storefronts bring people in. So I encourage people to get as creative as you like for decorating your storefront and bringing the springtime into your business, okay? The return on the investment, we're going to promote you. We're going to promote you on our social media, e-blast, our website. And if you apply or register before February 16th, you will be in the Washington Post Festival Guide. That is key. You don't have to have your pictures in. I got it, because the pictures don't, you won't be able to send us pictures until after March 20th, because your storefront has to be put up, I should say, by March 20th, because of course it kicks off the festival. But as long as you apply before February 16th, you will be listed in the storefront and on our website. So now I get it, if you don't sign up before February 16th, you won't be in the festival guide. However, you still will be able to be listed on our website, throughout our social media, and so forth. Now, 3 ways you can do this. You can do lighting, you could get some decals, or you could do a custom design. If you're going to do lighting is always great, right? So if you're going to do lighting, please let me know so we can coordinate and see how that's going to work. If you guys want to do, I know some people like to do a test run when it comes to lighting. And if you're going to do a test run, let us know. We could bring out a photographer to take some pictures and maybe do some type of feature, do something to get people involved to see the lighting. Everyone loves a good light show, right? However, we all can't do lighting because lighting is expensive. But if you want to do decaling, you can purchase decals from us. We have 2 amazing packages, a small package, which is, I believe, is $75, and then the large package, don't quote me on the price, but I want to say it's $100, but I could be wrong. But I can send you that information. But decaling, if you just want to put the decals on your storefront, that's fine too. That is that's more spirit for us, right? And then if you want to do a custom design where you don't want to do the decals, you don't want to do the lighting, but you want to do something amazing. You want to do flowers, or you want to maybe partner up with a community artist to come decorate your storefront. That is fine. If you're going to do either of these things, definitely when you fill out the form, it will ask you which one you want to do. And if you want to do all 3, you're able to check all 3. If you're going to do all 3, great. But we want to know exactly what you're going to do so we can be involved in what you're doing. Let's go into cherry picks. I am a fan of cherry picks because I'm a foodie. So I love to try different restaurants and I love to try different foods and when they come up with different menus. So cherry picks, we have partnered up with the Restaurant Association, and we are encouraging restaurants in the area to come up with seasonal items, cocktails, appetizers, entrees, or if you want to just redo your or have a custom springtime menu, that is what we're encouraging our restaurants to do. It doesn't have to include cherries, so you don't have to worry about that. But the one thing I love about this program is that everyone loves a limited edition thing, right? I don't know if anyone's been to Slash Run, but Slash Run, they every month they change out their cocktails and their beers. I think that is amazing because you may fall in love with a cocktail this month, but next month is something different. So this allows, you know, different chefs and even bartenders to create something fresh and something new, and it invites people in to your establishment to try something new. So we are encouraging restaurants to be a part of Cherry Picks. Now you may be asking, what's the cost of this? The cost is $3 $50 gift cards. That's it. The gift cards will be used for promotional usage, of course, and in return, the National Cherry Blossom Festival and the Restaurant Association will be will send out all information in our marketing material. So in our media pitches, on our website, social media, e-blast, all those things, we will be posting all those things on our social media. In reference to our social media, we're going to probably do something super creative with both Cherry Picks and City and Bloom. We probably do something where we have people vote on like what drink do you think is best, or what entree do you think is best. So make sure you send us your pictures ahead of time. I love a good picture, so please make sure you send us your pictures so we can post about it. This deadline is the same as the other, February 16th. To be in the festival guide, we ask that you apply now. Now, if you apply February 15th, and I'm just throwing out a date. If you apply early or before February 16th, you don't have to send your gift cards right away. We just need your gift cards before the kickoff of the festival. But to be in this guide, we want to have you apply by February 16th. So I am encouraging restaurants to do that as soon as possible. So in reference to Cherry Picks, we're going to do something really fun each week. So each week we're going to highlight a drink or a cocktail. We're going to, and you see that March 27th to April 2nd, Cherry Night. I'm going to get into that, but we will highlight Cherry Night events that's going to be happening on that particular week. April 3rd through the 9th, it's all about the food, no dessert, just the food. So appetizers and main courses, we're going to highlight that. And the last week, we're going to highlight desserts because everyone loves a good dessert. So this is going to be our weekly promotion. So again, if you make sure you send us your pictures, and you can send your pictures ahead of time so we can start promoting those things for you and putting it on our website. Now, Cherry Nights. A lot of people are like, okay, I need to know about Cherry Night. Cherry Night is Thursday, March 31st. Cherry Night, and let's just get into it. Cherry Night is a spinoff of Cherry Picks, and basically it connects the festival to the DMV nightlife. One thing I was when I got on board with the festival, I kept saying we're missing a nightlife element. We have been cooped up in the house long enough, and a lot of people, one thing I was definitely seeing is that people are wanting to get out. People are wanting to reconnect with people. Couples are wanting to rediscover dating. Girls night out is and guys night out. People want to know what that is. So I figure let's create an exclusive night that celebrate restaurants, bars, lounges, social clubs, and lounges to participate in Cherry Picks, but to participate in Cherry Night as well. Duly note, Cherry Night is an exclusive, limited night. Everyone won't be able to participate in Cherry Night, and this is what it is. So hosting a Cherry Night, venues must be able to host a theme night on Thursday, March 31st, and we are encouraging that it must encourage people to wear pink, right? So whatever you're going to do, you please encourage people to wear pink. We want this whole town to be not only lit up in pink, but dressed and painted in pink, right? The event must be free and open to the public. So we're asking our restaurants, our bars, and lounges to not charge at the door, right? The venue must secure a DJ, a live band, or a live performing artist to create a nightlife experience through entertainment. If you need assistance, not assistance, but if you need help with getting a DJ or finding a band or anything like that, let me know, and I can direct you to a list of bands and a list of DJs that that we're connected with. But you are responsible for securing that entertainment for the night. Venues must highlight, or we're encouraging venues to highlight their cherry pick items. So if you are a lounge, or if you are a bar, or a club, of course you have a bar there, so you will be highlighting a cocktail, of course. Cherry night is 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's not during the happy hour hours. So it's a nightlife experience. And we all know that, you know, Thursday is the new Friday, so people will come out. All venues must be approved by us. So again, everyone cannot participate because you will have to sign a festival agreement. There's no fee, but you do have to sign a festival agreement. Now, if you are a bid or a main street and you want to do something, you know, big and huge, then there might be a slight fee for you. But if you are a excuse me, restaurant, bar, lounge, or anything like that, and you want to do it and it fits the niche in reference to the band and everything fits what is connected to the festival, then you will have to sign an agreement, and it's free for you. Talking about agreements, let's go into what a festival participant is. A festival participant basically has programs that engage with individuals and groups to create events that makes the Cherry Blossom Festival vision a reality. So if you have a yoga studio and you want to do something, a big yoga event, but you're going to charge people and you want to make it exclusive or anything like that for the festival, you can do those things. This is how the different bids did their participation. Now, if you do want to be a festival participant, there is a small fee, because of course we help promote your event. Your event will live on our website. It will be linked to your website and everything. We go all out for you being a festival participant to be on our calendar. So if you're interested in that and being a festival participant, please let me know, because we can definitely talk more about that, and I can connect you with Lillian. A festival participant and a cherry night participant is two different things. Just wanted to let you guys know that, okay? Additional opportunities that you can kind of get in with is petal porches. I love petal porches because it's just like City and Bloom for businesses, but petal porches is for houses and residents and apartment buildings, right? And when I say apartments, I mean people that would like to decorate their balcony if they have one. But if you have a house, we're encouraging people to decorate your house outside and support the festival. What we're doing this year is we're going to have a contest. We're going to have judges come around, and you, of course, you'll have to sign up if you want to be part of the contest, but judges will be able to judge your house, and of course you'll win something amazing. Can't tell you what that is just yet, but if you're interested in being a neighborhood champion, please let me know. A neighborhood champion is basically helping me connect with the community and connect with your community. So if you're connected with any ANCs, any council members, anything like that, that wants to, or anyone that's really, really engaged within their community, I want them to be neighborhood champions to get their block excited about Cherry Blossoms Festival and decorating. I know Capitol Hill did an amazing job last year. I live on Capitol Hill. I live in the Noma area. So I saw some amazing houses. So we're not going to do the parade portion this year, but we will do we will do a contest. So if you're interested in being a neighborhood champion, and you can rally up your community and rally up your people to decorate their houses and make a block or whatever you guys want to do, please let me know. All you have to do is fill out a form. It's no fee for that. You could just fill out a form and I'll just send you more information. But my goal is to get all 8 wards and different areas in Maryland and Virginia to be involved, but definitely all my 8 wards. I definitely want to get that. The hotel program, if you're connected with any hotels, the hotel program is basically where we get a lot of people that come from out of town, visitors that come out of town. And this year, what we're doing is we're going to push people to do staycations. So we're encouraging people that live in the area to, you know, come stay at different, you know, hotels and boutique hotels in the area. And these are hotels that partnered up with us. And so if you're connected with any of the hotels and you think this would be a great program for them, in reference to the hotel program, please let us know. We list them on our website and people are able to book through our website that's connected to theirs. But if you're interested, please let me know. I will connect you with Shelby and she's over that program. And that is the end of my presentation. If there's any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. I am here.
TaKeyia, thank you so much. And I know there's some questions in the chat, and I'm going to start reading those off. Please put additional questions in the chat, and then when we get through those, we're going to come to our call-in users. But there are a couple questions. One, are there ways for e-commerce businesses, so without a storefront, to get involved?
That is such a great question. Okay, as of right now, no. And the only reason why I say as of right now is because I am trying my best. I am in conversations now with Shopify to figure out a way we can get online e-commerce businesses to be involved in City and Bloom in some form or fashion. The only thing we, in reference to the leadership board, the only thing we have thought about was possibly having e-commerce businesses put our City and Bloom decal on their website to show that they are in support of the festival in some form or fashion. And then if you do that and if you fill out the form, you'll be listed. And then if you're listed, we'll have a link that goes directly to your website. So as of right now, that's the only way we can, you know, in reference to you supporting. But the conversation right now with Shopify is us trying to figure out maybe different like templates if you want to change your home page into something that's cherry blossom or something like that. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that can get figured out by the end of this week. But as of right now, if you are in commerce business and you want to participate, fill out the form on the website, and then we'll just you'll be communicating with me. I'll send you the actual decal that you can place on your homepage, and that will show that you are part of the festival as well.
Absolutely wonderful. And TaKeyia, let me offer from DSLBD, we'd love to help with that conversation about how to support non-storefront businesses through the Made in DC program and other ways. So we'll follow up offline, but we might have some additional thoughts as well.
Awesome.
There are more questions here. Is there a way to display a light show on a DC or utility-owned structure? Like, do you know much about the permitting and other things that are involved, depending on where you're displaying it?
I don't know. So a lot of people, in reference to displaying, a lot of people just get approval from whoever owns that particular building or structure or whatnot. I do know a lot of developments are doing lighting, but also they own that particular development. But in reference to, there's no permits, but you do have to get approval from whoever owns wherever you're going to be shining the lighting to. So yes.
I have a question. Oh, go ahead. Is there someone who wanted to come off of mute and ask a question? Somebody else. I had a question from earlier regarding the partnerships. I think it was the festival partner, and I noticed that you'd mentioned a lot of business improvement districts. We have a number of Main Street programs that are on the line today, and I don't know if you're familiar with Main Streets, and for folks who are not, there are 26 wonderful programs across the District of Columbia supported by DSLBD, supporting the retail businesses in those corridors. And I'm really curious, you know, festival partnerships or other ways, some of the best ways that you think that the Main Streets could get involved.
So in reference to a festival participant, that is only if you're going to be doing something, let me see, like Anacostia Park Festival, I think that's what it's called. They do something big, so they're part of the festival participation agreement, right? But if you are a Main Street and you want to do something just for your community, a springtime festive, you don't have to sign up to be a festival participant. That's if you want us to promote your event, if it's on our social media, if it's website, whatever that is, then of course there's a small fee for that, and that's where you're landing the festival participant part. If you, for example, let's also say that you're just going to be doing things to do during the festival. If you're going to have a small event and you want us to put it on our things to do page, that is something new that we're doing, where different tours and different people that may have activities, for example, Cycle Bar will be on the things to do page, because they are going to have one particular day where they're catering to the Cherry Blossom Festival, and they're going to do like a special ride. So if you want to do something on a smaller scale, and you want to do it and you want to put that on the things to do, that's a small fee, and of course you can do that. So you don't technically have to be a festival participant. It's only if you want the big push and promotion behind it.
Got it. I'm trying to make sure I have all the questions in the chat. I have one that I'm clarifying with someone, but I'm looking through. If I've missed your question, please let me know. And otherwise, what I'm going to do right now, people are asking about a copy of the presentation itself. I know we're going to send the recording. I don't know if we can share the slides.
Yes, I can email you the slides, and if you can email everyone, yep, I could do that.
Okay, I'm going to go to some of our call-in users. We have many of them, so I'm going to take them in order for unmute. If you have a 202 area code, I have sent you a request to unmute in case you have questions. Anyone with a 202 area code, if you have a question.
Hi, this is Lois, and I got on late, so I kind of missed stuff. So for just like a small business, a small vending kind of business, how does that kind of work out? How can you participate in the cherry blossom activities?
She said she has a small business.
I think she
so
said.
Is it a storefront, or is it online? Is it e-commerce?
It's kind of storefront. I have a little space in one of the Main Street businesses, so
Okay.
you know, I do have that kind of presence.
Okay, yeah. So with that, you can participate in the City in Bloom, where you can decorate your storefront into a springtime festive decor. So you could either purchase our decals, or you can do custom lighting, or you could do a custom, decor on your storefront. I will say this: if anyone that is a part of a particular bid, and I think we're doing Main Streets as well, you guys will get complimentary decals. So you won't have to, so if you're in a particular Main Street, connected to a Main Street and or bid, you will get, the bid itself will be getting complimentary decals, and then they are in charge for dispersing these decals to their businesses. Now, if they run out, or if a particular business want more, that's where it's like, okay, let me know if you need more. You will have to purchase them, but at least you can tell me what more do you need. So if you only need an extra 5 decals, then it's like, okay, there's no need for you to get a small package, which is $75. We can work out something where if you want 10 decals, I think it's like $12 or something like that. So if you need more decals, you have to purchase those, but the Main Streets and the bids will get complimentary decals to disperse throughout their businesses.
Okay, so that's something that I should actually work in conjunction with the actual business owner to talk about.
Yes, but I still say, no matter what, apply. Go ahead and apply, because it's free to apply, guys. just apply, because no matter what, you can be listed in the festival guide. That's my goal. If we can get you in to apply, then we can connect that way, and making sure you get your decals from your Main Street director or your bid or the bid manager. So we can make sure of that, but just no matter what, make sure you apply, because I want you to get in the festival guide.
Okay, and that's a huge win, just being in the guide. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm going to go to our next two calling users, and it's just everyone who doesn't have a 202 area code. I have sent a request to unmute in case you have any questions, and then we'll come back to the chat.
I have a quick question.
Mhm.
So I have a pet sitting business off of 8th Street, but I'm not part of the Main Street, or at least I haven't applied to see if I was a part of that. But I want to know, I had put in the chat, like, what about like a neighborhood cleanup? Like if I want to, for example, like host maybe a small neighborhood event, would that apply for, like, maybe you had mentioned a page called To Do or something like that?
Mm-hmm. So yes, if you want to put that on the things to do page, yes, just let me know. There is a small fee for that, and you could just let me know exactly what you want to do, and I can give you that information. And we could put that on the things to do. Absolutely. And
Thank
if you, in reference to, if you have you say you have a pet store?
A pet sitting business. I mainly work out of my home, but it's not a brick and mortar setup.
Okay, awesome. Definitely email me, because we do this thing called, if any of the businesses, if it's pet friendly in any form or fashion, we're going to be doing this thing called Yappy Hour that's connected with Mars Pet Care. So if you have an establishment that is pet friendly, let's definitely talk, so you could be part of that.
Definitely, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We have at least 3 more questions in the chat, and we did on the Eventbrite share, and it's right here on the sheet as well, TaKeyia's email, and we'll make sure we send that in the materials that we send afterwards. But one of the questions that I missed earlier, what are the procedures in partnering with a local hotel, so the business is not the hotel, to host an event and participate in the hotel program?
Okay, so the hotel first has to sign up and participate in the hotel program. That's first. And then there's some things that they have to agree in reference to that. So definitely, I'll send over, when you email me about the hotel program, I'll definitely connect you to Shelby. If you want to host an event at a hotel, and you want that to be part of the festival, then that is a festival participant, and then that's when you have to sign the festival agreement, because there is some insurance and liability things that go into that. So definitely email me about that so I can connect you to the right people that is over those programs.
Okay, so the next questions are all related. I'm going to pull them together, but I'm going to mention the specific pieces that are different. These are all questions about vendors and markets. And so, we work with a lot of wonderful folks who are at our markets all year round, and they're asking about different ways that they can participate. So there's someone at Eastern Market wondering how that market could participate. There is someone wondering, will there be events at the Wharf in specific that they could participate in as a vendor? And then someone was just looking for, in general, craft festivals or vendor opportunities that might come about.
Right. So in reference to Eastern Market, vending. So we don't do vending where you get to come out and you get to set up. However, there is this thing called Petalpalooza. Petalpalooza we won't be doing anything on the wharf, but Petalpalooza is at the Navy Yard area. That is where we'll be doing the fireworks, and that is where a lot of activations will be taking place. So if you do, I know we're going to do like an art walk. So if you do anything like face painting, anything of that nature, you could definitely connect with us on that. Activations do cost a lot, but we do need people to do activities, to help out with kid activities and things of that nature. So if you're interested from that level, let me know, and then I'll connect you with Ashley, who is over the Petalpalooza, because that is more that's going to be like it's family friendly. It's like this big concert. We'll have 3 stages, and then we'll have activities through down the waterfront throughout the day. So that is more a Petalpalooza thing, but it won't be anything where vendors will be able to set up and sell items. I will say that. It won't be any of that.
Can I ask on that maybe a bit more broadly? So if someone either already had a market or they're like, hey, I want to put on a market. I know how to put on markets. I know how to do all the insurance. It's my market, but I want to theme it and partner with National Cherry Blossom Festival. How would they go about doing that?
So if they're gonna do everything in reference to setting up this marketplace, everything, getting all the details, but they want it to be connected to us, that's a festival participant. And so what will happen is you guys, they will partner. Of course, it would be a fee. You'll have to sign an agreement. You'll be working closely with Lillian, who is the vice president of the festival, and we'll promote it on our end, as long as it's as long as it's on a day that doesn't interfere with any of our major events, then yes, you can do it. Like the Mosaic District, they're doing an event. I think it's April 2nd, and I could be wrong. But they're a festival participant, but they're doing something on a day that doesn't reflect or doesn't interfere with our main events. So if you can do a market, I think that's fantastic that we can have like a cherry blossom theme market and small businesses. God, that really is a good idea. Why? I don't know why that's just coming up, but yeah, if you could do it, I say go for it. Then if you get sponsors to help you back that, as long as it's not sponsors that interfere with ours, and all that information is in the festival agreement, and it lists that, absolutely, you can definitely do that.
Absolutely wonderful. I do want to pause and just ask in case I missed anyone else's questions. There was a lot going on in the chat, so I just want to make sure everyone got their questions asked. Please go ahead and chime in or drop it in the chat if I missed it. And otherwise, I just sort of have a kind of a roundup question and a thank you for you, TaKeyia. There are so many awesome things that are happening as part of National Cherry Blossom Festival. I don't think I realized it was so many great things. If someone just has an idea and it either wasn't something here, if they don't fit that it's here, what should they do? Because we've already seen some great ideas even just starting to pop up now.
Yes. If you have an idea, let me know. That's what I say. Let me know, because we could work together and to see if it's even a good fit, to see if it needs to be drawn out some more. If it's not fitting for this year, maybe we can do something next year. We are always welcoming new, fresh ideas, especially from the community, because we want, you guys are like, we're all in the community together, but we are all here to work together. So if you have a great idea, email me, let's talk it out. If it's something we can do this year, we'll do it this year. If it's something that has to wait to the following year, we'll do that. But if you have any ideas, just let me know.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.
Awesome.